Good morning, day 3. At 8:30, we just left the shelter. I was sound asleep, and they're like, "Dave, you planning on getting up today?" So I felt like I was a little rushed, but we're on the trail now. We're gonna go about 6.5 miles, stop at another shelter and take lunch. And from there, I think we only hit about 5 miles until we get back to our cabin for the night. So let's see what the day brings. We just dropped our bags, we're on our way up. Take a look at Spy Rock Overlook, about 3/10 of a mile off the trail. There's supposed to be 360-degree views. So we decided to do it. We're here, clouds are rolling in, so if we want to get some good views, we gotta do it now. So let's go see what it looks like. After you.
Catch me if I fall.
All right, now it's my turn. We've been on the trail for about 2 hours now. We did stop at that Sky Rock, I think that's what it was called, Overlook. That was pretty cool. 360-degree views all the way around. And I think we got another, maybe a couple hours before we get to where we're going to stop for lunch. Maybe a little bit longer than that. A little bit of elevation up and down, nothing too bad. But where we stop for lunch, when we're done there, we have about a 2,000 feet decline. So we're going to be going straight downhill for a few miles. And that's where the camp is, our cabin for the night. So hopefully when we get there, we'll be able to go out, get us some good food, get a drink, good times. Gotta get there first without falling and breaking my neck. So it's funny, we basically hike together as a group, but Jim and Ben, they have a better pace, so they're usually in the front. They're the ones that are taking out all the cobwebs, counter any wild animals if we come across any first. And then me and Matt are in the back, but we tend to flip-flop. Going downhill, I'll pass him up. Going uphill, he passes me. We're usually within eyesight of each other. Just trying to keep it safe. But I think if Jim and Ben didn't wait for us, they'd probably get to camp 2 hours before we do. But it's about being out here and enjoying it, and that's what we're doing. So let's keep doing it.
Give outside, Dave. I got it.
Heading uphill. Matt just passed me. I'll get him on the downhill.
They don't care. I gave them.
Just entered the Priest Wilderness. Got 1 mile to go straight uphill to the shelter where we're going to stop for lunch. 1 mile uphill. Probably take me about an hour.
Fine. You got it on.
Going the wrong direction. I figured I'd come down here if nobody's So we just left the Priest shelter. It's a nice place to stop to get lunch. On the way down there, Klein seen a bear. But the rest of us didn't get a chance to see it. Jim and Ben were already off getting water. They got here probably half hour before we did. And I was probably 5 minutes behind him. So that was kind of cool. The water source there was really hard to get to, covered in leaves. But we got everything filled up. I think we got 5 miles to go. I think a half a mile of it's uphill. And the rest is a 2,000 feet descent. It's going to be fun. But once we get down the bottom, we hit the cabin. We're going to have some adult beverages waiting on us. And go out and get us a something good to cook for dinner. Not that I don't like the mountain house meals, but a big old steak would be better. Or some fried chicken. So this is pretty tough going downhill. Hasn't been a lot of switchbacks. It's mostly like stairs coming down. You see Klein off in the distance. Straight up or straight down. We happen to be heading down this time. It hasn't been easy. But let's say we're hour and a half. Well, it's 2:45, 4:30. Yeah, probably will be about an hour and a half before we get to the cabin. A lot of people think going downhill is easy. Sometimes it's a lot harder, especially on your legs, on your knees. But we'll get there, going slow. We got a cooler waiting for us at the cabin.
Yeah, so this is Cripple Creek. We still got 1.2 miles.
1.2. Oh, finally made it to our cabin. I ain't gonna lie, that was a rough 5 miles downhill. My feet are hurting. I think I may have a blister. But drop my gear here. I'm gonna run up, get my truck, and we'll be back. Stay here for the night. Let's go take a look at the view from the porch of the cabin. How's that? It's nice. Alright, time to go get the truck.
Turtle.
I do find a turtle. You ain't got your fire spirit tonight. Maybe.
Smoke spirit?
We'll have to pause it and
What's
see.
that?
You guys
See
do
what
the
we get.
closing.
Closing. Day 3. Dave is whipping out and leaving us. But we thank him for the steak dinners.
Jim.
Dave sucks. He's leaving.